Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be going over the start of Season 5, and that means it's the Little Cup. So the first 7 days of Season 5 are going to be the Little Cup, and we decided to make a Bronzor, a Nincada, and a Shadow Stunky. So we actually won 24 games, so let's go ahead and watch a couple sets of this in play. So at the beginning here, you're just going to see me making these Mon, and I'm just going to go over the Season 3 stats, or how to get rank 10 here in Season 3. And so to get from rank 1 to rank 2, you'll need to get 1 win, and then from 2 to 3, 2 wins, 3 wins from 3 to 4, 4 wins from 4 to 5, 5 wins from 6 to 7, and then I think it's 6 wins to rank 8, and then 10 wins to 9, and 10 more wins to rank 10, and that's going to be 50 wins overall, and you have to get those wins at the ranking. So we actually ended up getting 1 win short of rank 7 here, so pretty good showing. Man, it would have been nice to go 5-0 in the last set. I'm going to show one of my first sets. I think it was my second set, and I'm going to show my second to last set because I actually stopped streaming during the last set because I had to leave, and I finished those games, and I actually finished with a 4-1 there in the last games. So let's go ahead and get into these. All right, and we have Onyx here. So definitely not ready for Onyx, but actually in seeing this Onyx, I thought about, you know, Onyx actually has a legacy move, and we have an Onyx with a legacy move, but it is actually at 610 CP, so we won't be able to use it, which is kind of sad. But that legacy move, I believe, is Rock Throw or Rock Slide as a charge attack. So we bring in Stunky, which is obviously a terrible matchup. You're gonna notice in these first games, I'm just trying to figure out what is this meta even about. And yeah, I'm not ready for a lot of this stuff. I don't know if Nincada beats Onyx, so I decided to switch, and then I was like, well, I don't want to switch into Bronzor because obviously it has that steel typing. It's going to be resisting the confusions. Or no, I'm sorry. I think it just has the rock typing, actually, now that I think about it. Steelix has the steel typing. Oof. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of just getting used to stuff, getting used to fast attacks as well. A lot of these Pokemon, while you see this one of the same fast attacks most of the time, like Bronzong, you see confusion. Sometimes you'll notice the animation's different, and actually a lot of people are using Tackle because it wins the mirror. But you lose out on a couple other matchups. So I mean, you have a lot of choices here. I will say that about the Little Cup here. You definitely have a lot of choices, but one thing I don't like about some of these games is they go very long. If you get into like a Bronzor mirror, that's like 2 minutes right there at least, because you don't do any damage to each other just because of the super defensive capabilities of Bronzong. Also, another Pokemon to note here, Seal, I think is very good, but I think I like it a lot with Lick. I believe it'll win the 1 shield against Bronzor. I didn't make one. I literally just made these 3. I do have a Drifblim at 500 CP. I might try that out. But definitely don't want to invest in another move. I think I used about 370,000 dust, which is almost all I had. That's more than I had coming into the day, but we got 150,000 because I star pieced the rewards from last season. So definitely do that if you have not opened the game yet. Hopefully you have done it, or hopefully you still can do it. So as these games went on, I will say that I did get used to using some of these Pokemon, like Nincada in the lead. I started noticing matchups I really enjoyed. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into play-by-play, and I will show you one of those matchups that come up, especially against Cottony. All right, so we have Bronzor here against Dino. That's obviously not very good, but I wanted that Stunky to... I'm probably going to shield this. No. Oh, it has Dragon Pulse. The point of me switching into the Bronzor here, even though this is a really bad matchup, is that I actually want that Stunky in the back for their Bronzong. So I'm just going to come in here, try to get that Heavy Slam, and then that's it. But I actually get to this Psy Strike, or Psy Shock, I mean, and it does end up KOing this Dino. So what I'm going to do here is probably wait for them to Heavy Slam and then switch into Stunky if I can. So the fact that I did make it to 1 means I probably will throw this 1 heavy slam and then switch to Dino. No, I just switched straight away to Stunky. Sorry, not Dino. Wrong dark type. But yeah, this is actually a really good matchup. This is the whole reason I'm using the Stunky. Shadow version, the bite is the fast attack that I'm using, and it does a ton of damage to Bronzor. You actually win the 1 shield basically from just fast attacks, and then you'll have a crunch for the next mon coming in. Now you'll notice that my Stunky does have frustration. That is because there hasn't been a Team Rocket event since I got it. But I figure I'm not really going to make it to that Sludge Bomb many times, so go ahead and go with it. So they bring in the Cottony. This is obviously not very good for me. Hopefully they think this is a Sludge Bomb. They may shield, and they do. So already worth its weight here. I'm going to come in with Bronzor because Bronzor resists everything Cottony does. And you could actually farm it down if you wanted. But what I probably should do here is go for a Psy Strike and maybe build up to 2 and then throw 1. And they do end up switching into this Bronzor. And I knew that I had a Night Slash. And if I can make it to this next Night Slash, I'm so good because this is super effective damage. And then in that mirror matchup, instead of it lasting forever, that's a ton. Since the Bronzors really don't do any damage to each other, getting off this super effective damage really gives me a huge lead in the mirror race. Plus, I still have that 1 shield available. I'll probably end up shielding this, although I could see myself just saving that shield because this is not really going to be doing a lot. You saw that heavy slam right there. It really doesn't do any damage. The Psy Shock does even less. Do not use Psy Shock in the mirror. Although we did lose a game against someone who used Psy Shock 3 times, which is a little odd, but having that health advantage in this matchup is really the key, and also getting in those extra confusions and canceling their confusions so that they don't get any extra can bring you back. But it's going to be hard to do something like that because it takes 5 confusions to get to the heavy slam, but it is going to take, this matchup's going to take a long time, so you could maybe even get to that point. All right. Very slow matchups. These are the ones I'm talking about, though, that go really long. This is going to be super effective because Cottony is that fairy typing, and then the confusion will just take it out from there. There's not too much to say, to be honest, about the Bronzong matchups. You're either winning them hard or losing them hard. So, all right, this is one of the matchups I really learned how to play and really love now. I'll go straight for the Bug Buzz because you can win this matchup if you land the Bug Buzz. And if you don't, you're going to lose, but you'll take the shield advantage, come in with Bronzor, and then farm up. This person so happened to throw the move. I've played this matchup maybe 5 or 6 times since then, and they almost never throw. But to be fair, about 35% of the time, they don't shield. And if you win that matchup really hard in the beginning, that's really going to set you up for success in the later matchups, especially since Nincada has really good matchups against the meta things. You lose a lot of them, but they're pretty neutral, which is kind of all you need, is something to do damage to build against them for your later matchups. So this Pokemon has Charm. It's Minchino, I think. Probably end up shielding this because I don't know what moves it has. And it is an Aqua Tail, so that actually ended up being a really good shield. And I believe this is a Bronzor here in the back. And so the reason I shielded the Minchino, you see the chat saying it because I said I didn't know how to say it. The reason I shielded that Minchino is because I figured it's going to be, I don't know its moves, but I'm sure its moves are going to be doing more damage than the Bronzor's moves, which, I mean, to be honest, probably is true. And we're back into a Mirror Bronzor match, which is going to take forever. I've sped this video up to 160%, but it's still taking a ton of time. I mean, this matchup is about 2 minutes. I could look it up, actually, while we're waiting here. Let's see. PV Poke. Bronzor. Oop, it's not catching it for some reason. Oh, Bronzor. Oh, God. Okay, this is another really good matchup. You can get to 2 Night Slashes, and they can... Oh, okay. They came in with a Dark bug type. Is that what I saw? It's Carvana. Okay, well, we fast attacked that down. They come in with a Minccino. And so the reason I stay in here is because I know I have the Stunky in the back for the Bronzor. And I just want to make sure I get through this matchup as easily as I can. I'll probably come in with Bronzor here and just farm this all the way down, and then come in Stunky when I get to that next matchup. And probably just save all my shields for Stunky as well, since, I mean, he's going to be the one doing a lot of work in this match. And yeah, you can just farm it down from here, and that's perfect. So he still has the Minccino on the back. We did notice it was a switch. You see I got up there. That's funny. It's because the phone was ringing on the landline, and I was like, I don't know who this is, but turning it off. All right, perfect. So that's showing what happens when they get the Bronzor locked in with the Stunky there, and that's a 5-0. Also, catch these Mudkip, because Swampert is still going to be good, even though it doesn't have Hydro Cannon for the Catch Cup, and it might be easier to power these up since they're already going to be at high level. You're going to have really bad IVs maybe, but that's fine. All right, in this matchup, you just go Nightshade, you CMP tie to the Body Slam, you shield once. 50% of the time they don't shield, 50% they do. I've started to actually only go for about a Great on this, so that you can get a little bit more farm. Since you can farm it down afterwards, whether they shield or not, they will not make it to another Body Slam. So that's the way I like to play that matchup out. You're never going to make it to the Bug Buzz here, but I'm trying to throw the move just to see if maybe they think so, but they don't, and then the Charm takes me out. But it's fine with the Bronzor, and I'll probably switch to Stunky no matter what they throw in, because obviously that matchup's very bad against the Charm. They end up catching this Size Shock from me, and I overcharged by 2 Confusion, so that really sucked. But it's okay. I'm going to use my shield here and just farm this all the way down, probably. I might actually throw the Crunch just to see if I can get their shield, but at this point it doesn't really matter either way. You can farm it down, you can throw the move. They're going to have... It makes more sense here to save the move and then throw it at the Cottony, because they're more likely to shield this, thinking it's a Sludge Bomb or something. But you're going to get farmed down here, but it doesn't matter. Bronzong is going to be taking resisted damage from everything, even the Charms, which is the best part, because Charm usually does an absolute ton of damage, but if you resist them, you know, that's pretty good, and these Confusions are neutral, doing a ton, and the Size Strike's going to take it out here. Alright, for that Bronzor versus Bronzor match in the 1 shield, it's 136 seconds long. That is over 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Yeah, so... Alright. This is a Wooper. We're taking resisted damage, but I don't know if it has Aqua Tail or Mud Bomb. I decided to just take this. It is a Body Slam. That's pretty nice. They come in with Cottony, and I bring in the wrong Mon. You see my face there. I definitely threw this game. I had this game so easily. I thought... So I actually did not update my game until it force update on the iPhone. So I'm not that used to these Pokemon switches. If you noticed in my last video, I was still using the regular switch method at the bottom right. So yeah, I'm going to have some problems, but it's good to try to recover from this. This game's probably over because I'm sure they have a hard counter to the Bronzor. Actually, well, the Wooper is a hard counter, I would think. I do have a lot of energy here, so maybe I can force some Wooper misplays. They didn't shield that one. This one, they probably are going to shield. Definitely don't want to throw the Heavy Slam, I believe is resisted. Probably shield this just in case it's another water move. It is a Body Slam, so that went wrong for me there. They come in with their own Bronzor. I should switch immediately, and I think that I end up waiting too long. Oh, no, we get it. Okay, if I get to a second Night Slash, I actually have a really good chance of winning this. Oh, but they throw the move. Dang. If I didn't throw the move with a Bronzong, maybe a Bronzor, I think we get there. So after taking a loss at your own fault, definitely just regroup and remember that you're good, and you know these matchups, and you can... Well, we don't know them that well, but you know a lot of these matchups, and you can come back from it. So yeah, we take that loss. This Bronzor, obviously, what you want to do is go for the triple Night Slash. They can get to 2 Size Shocks. If you shield once, you can make it to the third Night Slash, I believe, or the second Night Slash. But with all that lag, we actually made it to the second one before they even threw a move. So I decided, you know what, I'm not even going to shield at all. And then it was a matter of, do I come in with Stunky or the Bronzor? And I decided to come in with the Stunky just to try to KO their Bronzor. And this is Mirror Coat. It's resisted, but it actually still does a lot because we're Shadow. Otherwise, the Bronzong's not going to be taking too much from this, and we're probably going to end up switching to this Bronzong, and this is really good for us. Obviously, we have a shield lead and one really good matchup, and the other Bronzor mirror match in the back that has like 5% HP. All right, I believe this is game 4. This is game 4. Bronzor lead, you know what I like to do. Go for the double Night Slash. We'll shield once and then allow it to get KO'd and then farm down with Stunky. So let's go ahead and do that. Even if I get the boost here, I don't think I'm ever shielding twice. Although I think I remember this game, and I think they actually shielded twice on their Bronzong, which is great for me. It also means they probably have a Dino in the back, because Dino is the thing that's most worried about Nincada. And it's actually our only answer to Dino, which is really interesting because we definitely had some problems and needed to use some teamwork to take out those Dragon Dark types. All right, we're coming with Stunky. They have no shields, and we can farm all the way down. They come in with Cottony. I decide, you know what, I'll probably go up to 2 Size Strikes here, 2 Size Shocks. Oh no, it looks like I'm going straight for this Heavy Slam. Although they threw a move, so I'm probably going to go a few more Confusions in, maybe like 3. Yeah, it looks like I went exactly 3. And then throw this Heavy Slam, have a lot of energy in the back for whatever they have in the back, just in case it's a Dino, because that's actually going to be the toughest thing for us to beat right now. Yeah, so this matchup's really interesting because you don't do too much damage to it either. It resists the Confusions, and it's doing counter damage, which is neutral to us. But the one thing is it only has one move, and Why Not only has one move, and it is Mirror Coat, which does almost no damage. So I'm just staying in here. I'm going to try to do as much damage as I can on this. I know they're... I'm probably going to save my shield for Stunky for against their Bronzor. Probably not going to shield the Mirror Coat. And then I think after this Heavy Slam, I'll probably switch to Stunky and try to KO. Stunky's taking neutral damage from the counters and actually loses that matchup, but obviously we have an extreme health advantage. They do get the Mirror Coat off. I probably need to not shield this because they could have a Heavy Slam in the back, and I want to be able to just farm this down or KO it with Crunch, and we do take game 4. All right, game 5 here. Since we threw that game earlier, I need to win this game to hit rank 6, and it's Dino. So if we ever see it, we always love to see it in the front. Obviously, like I said before, we go Night Slash, and it's a CMP tie with Body Slam. We shield. Whether they shield or not, it doesn't matter to me. Our fast attacks will KO it over time. And you see I started going for good there because they're never going to be able to get to that next one. And then they come in with Bronzor, and this is pretty much a wrap. I'll probably shield this and probably crunch whatever comes back, even if it's the Dino, even though it's resisted. Since they're only 500 CP Mon, they're taking so much damage. So I'm just throwing this at will, probably. Even if a Cottony comes out, I'm probably not going to fake too much here. I do go for this move. This will KO, and I think he just takes it. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. Our fast attacks do a ton of damage, and I decide to come in Bronzor here. Even if he throws the move, it feels like maybe Nincada could be useful in the back. So I'm going to want to keep that Nincada safe if possible, and they actually end up having Cottony in the back, so none of that really matters. But that's the reasoning why I came with Bronzor instead of Nincada, because Nincada could have caught that move, but it would have KO'd it for sure. I wanted to have it in the back just in case something in the back is strong against Bronzor and not strong against Nincada. So something like their own Bronzor, I would have been great to come in with Nincada, hit it with a Night Slash, and then win the mirror match subsequently after that. All right, so that is day 1 of the Little Cup. You can see my record there in the bottom right corner. I actually needed a 5-0 in the last set to get to rank 7. I got a 4-1. which is fine. I got 24 wins on the first day, and we were well on our way to rank 10. I hope everyone tries out this team if they have the dust. If they don't, I don't know. Bronzor seems necessary to me, but I think actually Nincada is really good in this cup. All right, I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.